Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to show you how I created this makeup look, and I'm going to show you my hair at the end, how I styled it and got it into shape. Okay, so I just finished washing my face about 20 minutes ago, and I applied my moisturizer. It's by Lancome. It's a sunscreen plus a moisturizer. This is the one that I use. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, this is by Lancome. And right now I'm just going to finish up my eyebrows. I'm using my Anastasia Dipbrow. And I'm using, the color I'm using, it is in chocolate. So I'm just going to finish up my brows. Next, I'm going to seal my brows with Model in a Bottle. This is their long-lasting eyebrow sealer. Next, I'm going to be using a concealer called Extreme Cover Cream by Bess Black Sea. And that's what it looks like. And I got this from QVC, and this color is called Teint. Now I'm going to use the BECCA Ever Matte Pore-less Priming Perfector. I'm just going to use a little bit of that just in my pores area. I don't usually apply it all over my face. I just put it on in a tapping motion, and then I'll blend it out. Next, I'm going to be using my Lancome 24-hour makeup. Just start at the cheek, chin, forehead, just kind of dab it over. And then I'll start to blend. So once that's on, I usually go back in with a little bit of the Philosophy Supernatural Airbrushed Canvas. This is a mineral foundation. This color is tan. They don't make this anymore as far as I know, guys. So what I usually do is just take a little bit of this, put it into my little container here. The Sephora Airbrush Pro number 55 brush. I usually just pick up a little bit from here, just a little bit. Tap off any excess. Give my face that natural glow that I like. I usually apply this over my foundation, and I'll start just by dabbing, just like this, kind of dispersing the powder all around, and then blend out. I'm not going to put any under my eyes yet because I'm going to use my concealer there. And this is to ensure that I get a very natural look, not overly makeup look, and it won't look caked on. And I'll just bring the rest of that down on my neck. Now I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So now I'm going to use my Naked 3 palette. I'm going to use the color Strange. That's this color right here. Now from the original Naked palette, I'm going to be using Hustle. I'm going to be applying that with a MAC brush. This is the 228. Now from my Wet n Wild Vanity palette, I'm going to pick up this very dark brown and add it to the outside of my crease. Now I'm going to take this is a Mally light wand pencil. There's eyeshadow on one end and then there's a pencil on the other end. I'm just going to use a little bit of this just to bring some extra light into the corner of my eye, and I'm going to blend it out with my finger. I'm going to now use a black pencil by MAC. This is called Engraved. I'm just going to run it just halfway on the lower waterline. So right now I'm going to stop and just brush away any fallout, and I usually don't have fallout when I do my eye makeup. I just make sure I get all the excess powder and eyeshadows off the brush before I apply. So I usually don't have an issue with fallout. So again, the concealer I'm using is the Extreme Cover Cream. Again, this is by Bess, Black Sea. This is how I apply my concealers. And then I usually just blend it out. So now I'm going to apply just a very thin amount of black eyeliner, and this is by Black Radiance. Okay, before I continue, I'm going to just lightly line my eyes with my Styli style pencil. This is a flat pencil. This color is called Berlin Brown. I'm just going to be lining the outer portion of my eye, lower lash line, just a little bit. So now it's time for my lashes, and the lashes I'm using are by Ardell, and these are the natural. This is the multi-pack. So now what I usually do after I do my makeup is go back in and just touch up on every color that I added that looks like it may have faded away from me applying makeup. Now for contour, what I usually use now, I used to use this in the past, so I'm back to using it, is by MAC. It's called Blunt. Before I apply it to my cheek, this is my trick. I usually take my finger and then tap my finger on my hand, and then I'll contour out my nose a little bit. Just a little bit. Tapping the excess onto my hand, and I'll contour out my nose. And I usually do it with my finger. Put it down the outer bridge of my nose, blend it down, the outer bridge of the nose, and then blend it down. So now I'm going to use this brush. This is by Sigma, and this is a pointed brush, one of their first, I think their blush brushes that came out from their original collection. And I'm just going to apply just a little bit of contour right there. Just like that. And I'm going to go back in and blend that out. A little bit of contour right here. Contour under your chin to make your face look a little thinner. Use what's left on your brush, and then go back in with that. Just a dab of it, pat it on my hand, and just sweep a little contour on my forehead. I'm going to use an old color that came out I think a couple of years ago. This is called Warm Bronze. I don't know if it's still available on the MAC website, but you definitely can check it out. And I'm going to be using, this is like a rose gold colored bronzer. I'm going to pick up a little bit of that, shake off the excess, and apply it to my cheek. And then I'm going to blend it. So the rose gold highlight is giving me color and a glow. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that, off the excess, brush it on my cheek, and blend it. And just picking up a little bit on the tip and just putting it on my nose and blending it out. And guys, that's the extent of my contouring and highlight. I usually apply most importantly, I think you need to know that I apply my contour and highlight after I have applied my foundation. Okay, so now it's time for lips. So now I'm going to be using two pencils. Sigma brush. This is one of their precision brushes. This is a shader brush, but I'm going to use it today to blend out my pencil. I'm going to be using two MAC lipsticks today. One is in High Tea and the other one is in Fresh Salmon. So I'm going to put the High Tea on first. So now it's time to take down my hair. Okay guys, that's it. I hope you like the look. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, please leave them below and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Okay, so take care and be well, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye-bye.